Hello everybody, Drew here, tip of the Mitt Flips, where I'm a full-time eBay reseller. And today I'm going to open another Mikhail mystery box. These ones are a little different than the ones I got before. My friend Mikhail previously had been sending me some inventory he had got from another reseller. He just wasn't able to process all of it. He was sending it to me. And now, to my benefit, he is also moving. So instead of having to unload a bunch of stuff and donate it, he again is shipping that to me. So same person, different reason. Let's go ahead and open a mystery box. And a reminder, I do not promote mystery boxes. I've heard nothing but horror stories. So unless you personally know the person you're getting it from, or you trust the information of someone saying that this is a good one to get, trust that person. But beyond that, don't do it. I don't trust anyone that much. So here we are. I only pay the shipping on these, so price per item is always very, very low. And this is one of 4 coming, and these ones are big ones. For this one and then another one, I paid $80 in shipping. That's the most I've paid yet in shipping. So let's just say for this box, I paid $40 in shipping. Even though this one's significantly smaller than the other one, it doesn't really matter. Let's see how much value I find. All right, here's the first wave of stuff. First thing we got here, let's see what this is. It's jewelry of some kind. Some type of cross necklace. I assume this is not real gold or real gems of any kind, but it comes with its own special case. And let's see, has it got a brand here? Well, it says it's layered in 18 karat gold, so I'm assuming that also means the same as gold plated, so it doesn't really add a value. It is stones from the month of January, so I don't know. $9.99 free shipping? Who knows? And then next up is an Idaho, the state. It's not like I'm saying Idaho the potatoes. Jeez, Drew. Belt buckle. Not too fancy, pretty worn out, probably $9.99 free shipping. Here is a box of Brother Ink LC61CL. Let's see where we at. We got an expiration date. I don't see an expiration date, but I'm assuming expired. I'll find that at some point, so I know for the listing. You can sell expired ink, you just have to put it in the listing. These are new, and it does appear the box is full and new, just that it has been opened and crushed a little bit. But ink is usually a good seller if it's for a printer people still use. Here we have a large bag of keys. They are, oh, these are blanks. That's great. So that'll, hopefully this is something where I do like lots of 2 for $9.99 free shipping. It might end up being just one big lot of key blanks. I don't know on that one yet either. And then here is a Destroyer, I think is the name of this ship from Star Wars. Star Destroyer. Could be wrong. Let's see if it says on here. Just going off my generic nerd knowledge, but I think that's what this ship is called. This is from 2014, so not vintage or anything. Definitely missing some stuff that goes with it. I have no idea what would go with it, but it just appears like there would be maybe a ship in here or something that would go with this. $19.99 plus shipping, if I had to guess. $14.99 plus shipping, because this is definitely over a pound. And if this was under a pound, just because of the size of it, it would put over, but this is over a pound. So hopefully that's about where it's at. This is a RCA charger, 217010. I'll always pick up camcorders and cameras if they have chargers and batteries and cords with them, if they're cheap enough, because usually those items can pay for it, so it's a wash, and then if the camera works, bonus. So that's kind of how I decide that when I'm outsourcing. Here is a stack of CDs. A little weird. These are the original inserts for the CD, and then it is the original CD. These aren't burnt or anything, but none of them have the original case. So depending on value, I have no idea. These might get lotted together. A lot of heavy metal, death metal is what it appears to be. So could be some actual decent value, even though they don't have the original cases. This is a Nikon Coolpix. This is an okay camera for resale. This one is in terrible condition. It's pretty beat up. The lens cover clearly isn't working. This will probably be a 4 parts or repair, if at all worth selling. Mario and Duck Hunt for NES. I haven't sold a Nintendo game in probably over a year, so I have no idea what that's worth anymore, because that market can be real all over the place. And then here is a Starbucks mug, hopefully an older one that's retired, from 2016. So hopefully this is retired and worth a few bucks. It kind of has a dragon egg Game of Thrones vibe to it, so maybe worth something. I don't find Starbucks mugs, cups, anything like that in my area. Closest Starbucks is 45 minutes away, so that would make sense why I don't find them. I do know there are people that their entire business model is Starbucks tumblers and mugs, but you have to live in a Starbucks heavy area, which I do not. This is the second Atari flashback Mikhail has sent me. I don't know what they go for. I think Jen listed the other one. I'm not positive on that yet. I'll have to check. But if they're both a flashback 5, then that's great, because then that becomes a quantity 2 listing. And then here is a GoPro chest mount. And here is a GoPro suction cup, so like a window mount. But I'm going to keep both of these because this chest piece is nicer than the one I have. And this is very useful. I could stick it right to this TV when I'm filming and get 2 angles. I don't do that very much anymore, but the more comfortable Jen gets in the office, listing and stuff like that, the more we can decompartmentalize what we do, and I can focus more on the YouTube sourcing, packing, and she can focus on the listing. And the better we're getting at splitting that work up and dividing our time, the better quality the videos will get, the more intricate they can get, the more angles I can add, things like that, because all that adds time, which I have very little of. This is a leg brace, I think. I know medical supplies there's a good market for. I have no idea on this one. It'll definitely be a first class free shipper, so even if it's $12.99 free shipping, that's okay with me. Let me go ahead and put this stuff away and we'll do the next sweep. All right, next round of stuff and the final round of stuff. There was some bigger things in there, so it's not a bunch of things, but I am only gonna do one box at a time, just so I don't overload my backstock and just to make more videos. First thing, this appears to be a sewing kit organizer. There we go, that's the word I want. Space for your needles and your thimbles maybe, and then your spools of thread. So I think that's what that goes to. Hopefully this is it's going to be first class, but this will be a tough one. That's the problem with lighter items that are bigger, because once you put enough cardboard around it to just ship it, or I could bubble wrap and poly bag, either way, it's going to be close. So hopefully it's a $19.99 free shipper, $24.99 free shipper. I have no clue. Vintage does seem to sell, but it is just a piece of plastic, so you don't know. At least I don't know. And then here is a Apple product charger. I don't know what it goes to. I'm thinking it's for a iPad, possibly. I don't see a date on there, but Apple product. This is going to be worth enough to sell. I'm not even going to take a guess at it. I'm not sure. Here is a bag of flatware. We got sent one of these before. I think it ended up getting lotted together. I'm not positive. These are Onita, but there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matching forks. So even if that's a lot, that's good for me. And then there were 3 more CDs in the bottom of that box. A couple of them were Sonic Youth, so that'll probably be a lot. I think there was 3 Sonic Youth in total, maybe 4. So that'll be a lot. This is another thing that we got sent before that I had no idea was a thing. These are some type of bit to a something. I still don't really know. It doesn't really matter. But the other one's sold. That's the important part. And so now we'll list some more, and hopefully these sell as well. And then here, clearly, is a hard hat with built-in ear protection. I was a little disappointed. I thought it was just the ear protection and then the helmet was separate, because we only have one of these ear cover, ear muff types things. And when you take the kids to a demolition derby or something, or a concert, something loud, dangerous to their ears, it's nice to have those around. So I guess I'll just have to buy some. Hopefully this is worth enough that I can buy some. That'd be great. I have no clue what that's worth. Most of the stuff I'm in the dark on. A couple things I kind of have an idea. These, I think, are something to do with scuba regulators of some kind. Let's see, they got a brand on here. Yeah, Oceanic. So that's my guess. When selling scuba equipment, scuba gear, you either need to have it tested yourself, or you need to make it very clear in the listing that it needs to be tested. These are things that people's lives depend on. You can't just say, oh yeah, it's good. I got it at the Goodwill. It's perfectly fine. The guy at the garage sale told me it works. Can't do it. So either you need to test it yourself, have it certified, or make sure it's very clear in your listing that it needs to be certified. Most people that deal in something like this, that's going to purchase something like this, they're going to have it certified anyways. They don't trust you. They're aware that their lives depend on that thing functioning properly. And then this, I thought, accidentally maybe made it in the box, but then I looked a little closer, and it is a 9/16 snap-on. So this, I don't think I've ever sold anything Snap-on, but from what I know of Snap-on, this could be $1,000 piece. Snap-on's ridiculous. How good could it possibly be? Just because it's, to me, this is the equivalent of buying a Gucci purse. It's to put your things in. Who cares if it's Gucci? Is it a purse? Does it work? Does it look good? Then that's good. Is it a 9/16? Does it work? Does it do what it's supposed to? Then it's good. But for some reason, guys want to just pay and pay. I guess women too want to just pay and pay and pay and pay and pay and pay and pay for Snap-on. That's good for me because now I have one to sell. And then this, I think, is maybe a perfume lotion. Okay. I'm not going to try to pull it out of there, but it is new. It's sealed there. Let's see what's the brand on this. Field of Flowers lotion from Michael Design Works. That's a weird way to spell it. If it's Michael or Mitchell or whatever it is, it's a weird way to spell it. But either way, that's cute. Again, no clue what that's worth. Now these look awesome. These are Salomon ski boots. I was thinking vintage, but I think they just are supposed to have a vintage look to them. But I'm not positive. I'm not a skier. I was, in a former life, a avid snowboarder. And I saw a commercial, maybe just a video of somebody snowboarding last night. And I sat there thinking, I can't even imagine going snowboarding right now. Can't even imagine it. I used to go just as much as I possibly could when I was younger. But now, I would probably be sore for a week. I probably wouldn't be able to walk for 2 days. That's so far in the past to me. It seems like a dream. Like if I told my kids that I used to go snowboarding and hit jumps and jump onto rails and do tricks and flips and things, my kids wouldn't believe me. They would go, nah, no, you're making that up, Dad. No way. There's no way you do that. And I would be somewhat tempted to agree with them. There's no way I used to do that, but I did. I don't know. I can't imagine I'll ever do it again. Because it's not something that you just go, oh, you know, I played basketball in high school. I'll just go play a pickup game, you know. Oh, I'm a little sore, blah, blah, blah. I could go, try to do stuff I used to do, get wrecked, break my leg. I mean, you use muscles that you would never use in your daily life, like your inner thigh muscles for your turning a lot. And I would just be saddle sore looking, couldn't walk downstairs. I can't imagine doing it again. Hello, everybody. Future Drew from about 10 minutes after I turned the camera off. And I remembered that during the unboxing and haul videos, want to bring back everybody's favorite game show. What's that worth? So, on this episode of What's That Worth? We have a pair of Salomon boots. They are my Custom Fit Pro Energizer 80, I think is what this says. I don't think that's how you spell Energizer, but I think that's what they were going for. Instinct 9 3D buckle ski boots. So why don't you go ahead, put in your guess for how much those are going to go for. I'll actually look it up myself right now because I also have no idea, and I'll put it in at the end of the video. This I do know a lot about though. These are, well, enough about, let's put it that way. These are projector lamps. I have sold, actually it looks like this one is the one I sold not that long ago, but I have sold projector lamps for over $50. Yeah, I know, crazy. I'm not saying each one of these is going to be over $50, but even if they're each $20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, there's $160 right there. That makes well more than the $40 I paid for it. Not saying that's what's going to be in there, but while I'm talking about it, something to look out for, because even used projector lamps people will buy. So if you're not the type of person that likes to deal in larger items, projectors, nice projectors, there's good money in. You got to have all the bits and pieces and test them out and all that kind of stuff. Don't be that person that's like, oh yeah, I bought it. Let me just list it. If it's broken and that's a problem. Don't be that person. Test your stuff. Test it to the best of your abilities. Give that information to the buyer. Keep good standing in your store. That should be common knowledge. That's why I never use it as a tip of the day. Do a good job at your job. That should just be something people do, no matter what your job is. But to get back to circle back to my point, if you don't feel like shipping a whole projector or even dealing with it, period, but you find it at a garage sale for, $5, $2, free, whatever it happens to be, plug it in. If the bulb works, pull the bulb out, sell the bulb individually, and donate the rest of the projector. Throw away the rest of the projector. Sell it in a garage sale so you don't have to deal with shipping a projector. Whatever you want to do. But don't pass on them just because it's a bigger item that you don't want to mess with, or it seems like it's too complicated to do all the testing and making sure it's projecting. Just plug it in. If the bulb turns on, unplug it, take the bulb out. There's some money for you. So what do you think? Paid $40 because, like I said, the other box is twice as big as this one. So it's probably more like $20 for this one, $60 for that one, $25 for this one, $55 for that one. Yeah, that math adds up, right? What do you think? Do you think this was a good box? Do you think I should be excited about the next 3 that I get to open, especially because the next one's even bigger? Do you have any unconventional ways you source inventory? Because that was something when I first started, I was like, okay, here's what I got. I got garage sales. I got thrift stores. Let's do this, do this, do this. Let's just hit it every time. But if you narrow down how you search, you are narrowing down what you can get. So this is a good talking point, at least, learning opportunity, that the resellers out there that are always worried about letting people know they're resellers. I know a lot of people at garage sales, they don't like to let people know, oh, what are you buying this for? You buying it for your kids, da-da-da-da. You don't want to say, no, I'm going to sell it on eBay and make some money. You got to get over that. Let people know. Sometimes you can tell. You can tell they don't want to know you're a reseller and you're trying to get a better deal. I get that. But in general, put it out there. People will say, hey, I'm about to throw this thing away. Would you like it? And if it's worth selling, you go, yes, because cost of 0 is the best price to pay for something. On the reverse of that, be careful of, once you put it out there that you're a reseller, not letting people abuse you with the, oh, sell this for me, oh, sell this for me. Sure, sell things for people. Charge them. Charge them a significant amount. I charge 70%, and I say no 90% of the time, because it's got to be, for one, you're going to take 30% of what I think I'm going to get for it. That's still good, because you have to do nothing, and I'm going to pay you cash up front. It's not commission. I'm going to give you that amount of money. If not, have a nice day. Second part of that is, just because they want you to sell it doesn't mean you have to sell it, even if they're going to give you a great price. If it's not going to sell, it doesn't do you any good. It just gives them money and you stuff. You don't want stuff. You want money. At least I want money. So this is part 1 of a 4-part series of Mikhail mystery boxes that are unlike the last ones. These ones are from his personal backstock because, like I said, he's moving. Congratulations, Mikhail, if you happen to watch this one. He's very excited to not have to use a storage unit anymore, and I couldn't be more happy for him, because I can't imagine being one of those resellers that you got to go to a storage unit every day. I'd have to live in a warmer place, that's for sure, because when I have to go to my storage unit in the middle of winter, sometimes I have to dig a foot of snow out of the way. So that's not good for your workday. So now for the results of everybody's favorite game show.
What's that worth?
So for this pair of Salomon ski boots, Instinct 9, let's see what we got. $39.99 plus shipping. Not a ton of sales history. I did have to go to Terapeak to even find a second sold. There was a recent sold. Only pair listed is, I think $13.99, but they have $50 in shipping. That's insanity. There's no way it should cost that much, unless maybe it from where they are to where I am, say they're in Alaska or Hawaii, that could explain why they're so expensive. But if I get $39.99 plus ship out of that, that pays for that entire box. So right there, box paid for, good pickup in my mind. Well, that's gonna be all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share, and be good to each other.